It's Wednesday, in time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show. And on this episode, we're doing a thread. That's right, we're doing a thread for Jack, the Vinyl Martini. Yes, it's been a year since I've seen Jack. It's hard to believe. It was a year ago that I was on the West Coast. And yeah, time just flies, doesn't it? So I'm going to show, 5 items? I got 5 here. And then I got 5 more extra ones. And I'm using CDs today because when I thought about this, I said, what haven't I listened to in a long time? Well, I've been listening to vinyl now for about 5 or 6 years. I rebought all my vinyl records, and actually I got a better collection now than I had back in the day because I sold all my vinyl and went to CDs like a lot of knotheads did. So, well, some people still enjoy their CDs. And that's the topic of this right here, is I haven't listened to my CDs in quite a long time. And in some cases, 10 years. So even if I had a player, which I do, but put away, would I listen to them? I don't know. I guess that's something I could try out. So I'm going to show you 5 here that I haven't listened to in over 10 years. And I'm going to use CDs because this makes sense for me today for this thread. First one is the Moody Blues. This is basically their last album they did before they quit. It's called Strange Times. And I remember buying this when I lived in Florida. And I was out in Daytona. And we were out getting a generator, which was a common occurrence down there for the hurricanes at the Sears. And I was either listening to it in the truck or I bought it that day, but I remember listening to it. It's a fantastic record. It's not on vinyl. It's never been pressed on vinyl as far as I know. It's only on CD. So the Moody Blues, Strange Times. And this came out in the year 1999, right before Y2K. John Anderson, The More You Know. This is a John Anderson album that I hardly ever listened to, and I maybe have only listened to it maybe once. It has a lot of reggae on it, actually, and it's from 1998, back in the CD era. And I don't believe this album is available on vinyl. So you can only get it on CD, and it may not even be available to stream. But it's called The More You Know. It's John Anderson from Yes, and it's an album I haven't listened to in a long time. But I know it has lots of reggae on it. I remember that. Yes, Open Your Eyes. This album is from 1997. And this album has John Anderson, Steve Howe, Billy Sherwood, Chris Squire, and Alan White. And this is when they fractured. And then these people here, the Billy Sherwood and all them people, they had West Coast, East Coast, yes. And this is a time when I believe they made this album without John Anderson and then asked him actually to come in and sing the album. But it's an album that's neglected in the Yes catalog for sure. And it's not a bad album, but I just haven't listened to it in forever. And it's called Open Your Eyes. Now this next album is, I seen this guy in Orlando, and this came out in 1997. And I saw this tour, Steve Winwood, and this album is called Junction 7. And I'm not sure if this is available on vinyl. A lot of these aren't. And it's good to hold on to your CDs, I suppose, because you never know what's available to stream. So, Junction 7, now that I've sold off half my CDs. That don't make much sense, does it? Okay, so Junction 7, Steve Winwood. And while I was there at the Virgin Megastore that used to be down by Disney down that way, Universal, somewhere down there. I think it's Universal. I went up to the second floor with my friend at the time, John, who I haven't talked to in quite a while. We went up to the second floor and we saw Steve Winwood and he signed this. Pretty cool. Got to meet him for a brief moment. Last one is a band, another band that me and John used to listen to quite a bit. And I believe this guy is from Canada. And his name is Jesse Cook. And the album is called Tempest. And I could pull another probably 50 CDs out of CDs of artists I haven't listened to in forever, and these albums. But I really need to take some time and listen to some of these because it's been a long time. Jesse Cook is a fantastic guitar player and artist, and this album I think was his first one, and it's called Tempest. So there's my 5, Jack. There's my 5. I'm going to give you 5 more. I'm going to put a little bit of a cherry on the top here. And this is a guy that I used to listen to a lot. And before he became PBS Yanni, he was Fusion Yanni. Yanni? Keys to Imagination. This album is fantastic. And if you like prog, then you'd probably love this CD. He made, I think, his first couple records were just like this one. Fantastic. I don't know if this is available on vinyl. I've never seen it. And Keys to the Imagination, Yanni. Another band here who I really dearly loved, and they were on Windham Hill, and then they got off Windham Hill. And this is Shadowfax. Shadowfax is was a new age artist that, but they also went into progressive elements. And the guy that's the headline, these people were Chuck Greenberg, and he has a solo album. I should have pulled it, and it's fantastic. And these guys here are awesome. So if you like world music, you like a band called Special Effects. That's another band that I used to listen to all the time. Then you would like Shadowfax, Special Effects, the Rippingtons. I could name a whole bunch. Just it's another time, another place. Another one here, Otmar Liebert. This guy here is, I think, Brazilian, or he's from South America somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. And this album is from, I'm not sure when it's from, around 97, sometime in the 90s. And this album here is called Luna Negre, Solo Parti. Talk about a guitar player. This guy is fantastic. And if you love guitar players, then Otmar Liebert would be for you, as well as Jesse Cook. Speaking of guitar players, I saw this guy live in Orlando, Craig Chiquiso. This album's called Acoustic Planet, and he made a series of records, and he was also the guitar player for Jefferson Starship. But this is totally different. This is like new age music and just straight out guitar. Fantastic guitarist. I haven't heard anything from him in a long time. Here's the Rippingtons I was talking about. I got to see these guys a couple times in Orlando and in the Orlando area. And these guys are fantastic. Russ Freeman, another fantastic guitar player. This is considered like light jazz, or I wouldn't say they're a fusion, but I would say they're more like mainstream jazz back in the day, back in the 90s, when there was a lot of AOR jazz going on. So that's basically it. I gave you 5 and then 5 extra, and I could probably pull another 20. But I thought it'd be perfect because I was walking into the room where my CDs are, and I walked past them. I'm like, damn, this fits perfectly into the 90s and the early 2000s on CDs. Last Sunday's show, I lost 5 or 6 subscribers. And I want to come out and say that I'm not surprised because I did a rant video and some people they can't handle that too well. But that's okay. That's okay. My YouTube commercials, they have commercials on my videos now, I notice. YouTube does. But I'm not monetized. So I don't know how they get away with that. But they do. And feelings are real. Take care out there. And I will see you on Sunday. I will see you Sunday. Take care out there. Jack, I hope you do really good with your thread. And I got one going. Take care. And hope to see you again, Jack. Bye for now.